Hi, I'm James and welcome back to Cawdor Stone Gallery. Today we're going to have a look at a few of the edge details that we offer here down at the gallery. Whether it's for granite or engineered quartz, these are suitable for pretty much every material that we offer. As a standard, we have two main profiles. We have the standard bevel edge and the standard pencil edge. If you come down asking for a quote, you just want a standard edge, you're going to end up getting priced on something like this, something that we include in our pricing for you. The ones that I'm going to show you afterwards, they're a little bit of an extra over, but if that's the sort of style that you're looking for in your kitchen, it's well worth that little bit of an extra payment. So the first one that we're going to have a look at now is the bevel edge. As the name suggests, we're across many of the different manufacturing types. A bevel is literally taking off the sharpness at a 45-degree angle, keeping it nice and tight. Now, the common trend at the moment is engineered quartz, especially in the 20mm thickness. This sort of look very much suits itself to that, especially if you're having the modern sort of handleless German-style kitchens, so very nice, clean, crisp edges. The other one that we've got here is the pencil edge. So it's a very small radius on the top edge there. Very nice, very smooth, tactile finish. Very nice on a granite. If you're having a more traditional sort of style kitchen or a shaker kitchen, Old English, you just want a 30mm worktop with quite a simple edge. Something like this works very, very nicely. Also works nicely when you've got the nice radiuses as well, so the nice curves. It's just a very nice smooth finish. Now, if you want to upgrade and change the sort of look that you're going for, we've got quite a few options. So this one here, I'll show you this. It's what we call a bullnose edge. So it's a complete rounding of the actual surface. We've actually got it on this tabletop here. A little bit more of a traditional surface again, a little bit more of a traditional finish, should I say. But again, it's a nice one that works very well with the big radiuses. We've also got this one here called a half or a Demi bullnose. So basically, as you can see across there, the radius only goes halfway down. If we actually had another 30mm bit of stone and carried that, that would be all the way around like that. Now a nice little advantage of this material, because there's quite a bit of it that actually comes back to be polished, it actually gives the perception of a slightly thicker worktop, something sort of more of the 40mm sort of look. So if that's the sort of like a look that you want to achieve, that works very, very nicely. Now, if we want something on a little bit more of an ornate sort of style, what we've got over here is what we call like the double laminated profiles. These are actually two single profiles that have been stuck or laminated together. So if you can look down there, that's a single ogee on another single ogee. So basically, double ogee edge. Not rocket science, that one. But what that does, we can do that on 20 and on 20, or 30 and 30, or even a 20 on a 30. So we can actually have 40, 50 or 60mm thick looking work surfaces. Now obviously it's quite an involved process, because obviously we're making the edge detail twice, so it can be quite an expensive thing to upgrade to. Same that we've got on here. We've got that ogee profile on the bottom, and then on the top we've got what we call a DuPont Edge. So it gives it that very Old English sort of look. So hand-built kitchens, Old English, works very, very nicely. As I say, it can be a little bit pricey. So what a very nice option to do is actually make a nice big feature out of the island top. So maybe do the island top in something like this, and then your perimeter top, same material, but just keep it simple with maybe a 30mm edge, with something like a pencil edge, something like that. So you are making a real statement with that work surface. Now, moving away from that sort of traditional look, we've got something a little bit more of the contemporary sort of styling. So what we have here, this is a 20mm engineered quartz. And if you want to make your worktop look even chunkier still, what we can do up to sort of 100mm deep is what we call a mitered or a bonded edge. So we've got stone on the front, stone on the top, we cut a 45-degree angle on there, and we bond the two pieces of stone together. So it makes it look that chunky look. What we can also do as well, which is quite a nice feature, is if you want the big chunky bonded end panels, we can do that out of the same material. So essentially that'll be your worktop, and then if you bear with me, we make a box section like that, and that can be your chunky end panel like that. Must always be aware though that the end panels, if you're going to do it like that, they're decorative purposes only, so it would need to be stuck to some of your carcass material or an end panel or something like that. It's not a load-bearing way of doing anything like that, so please bear that in mind if you're putting that into your design. Just going back actually just to the bonded edge, which does work well again with this sort of style kitchen, is you can't put it on any curves, obviously, because we can't curve the front edge of that stone. It doesn't bend, it has to be on straight edges only. Another one that we have here as well, we just mocked it up with a bit of stone underneath to represent the door. Goes under many different names, but a common one that you'll come across is a shark's nose edge. This has actually got a flat edge across the front. We can actually do it with a radius edge, but it's designed for the J-scoop handle for the handleless kitchen. So it's just a nice way of getting your hand in underneath the stone without catching it and actually opening up the door like that. So that's quite a nice one with the modern kitchen. There are many other edge details out there, but this was the most common ones that you're going to come across. If there is something that you like and haven't seen on in this little display here, please don't hesitate to give us a call. We can discuss your requirement. It might be something that is very common, it's just not shown, or it's something we actually have to make a profile made for you, which we can get ordered in. Just takes a little bit longer. By all means, please come down to the showroom. We're open Monday to Friday, 8:30 till 5:30, Saturday and Sunday, 10 till 4. Hope to see you soon.